I believe, against Lissandra, against specific double engage comps, just for the flexibility of teleporting around. But against Rek'Sai Lissandra, taking that cleanse seems very, very necessary, and he does change. Teleport flanks with the Shen riding as well. Could be interesting.
Could be. So a good game on our hands. KT wants to team fight this one out, scale with that Ryze, and ROX Tigers, they want to siege up early, disengage with all their CC, try and poke down some objectives. Smeb, only level 3, and here's Hachani, sees him, dashes out, and flash for flash. Try and deny it the wave. Hachani gonna come in, Peanut has to flash. Chain of Corruption coming over the wall, but there is Smeb, goodbye, right into a chain CC. Hachani drops Smeb in the end, gets the kill even though he doesn't have Ignite. Fly now on the backside, Fly's gonna pay for this as Kuro comes around, no chain of, and Hachani, the pulve right into the cocoon.
Gorilla's understanding of the range of pulverize was super impressive there. He was not directly on top of his enemy, but knew the range, got the kill. Not about using the package onto Lissandra, of all people.
And here we go, Score gonna come in from the mid lane, will be turned away as you see Kuro. Now here's the dive from Gorilla, they get the kill right away. Hachani left by himself in the mid lane, is not going to fall, and here comes Ssumday. Exhaust dropped on him, but he takes a kill onto Prey. Hachani nearly dying right there too. So even though they have this tier, which needs some time to scale, he's still doing some decent poke. Hachani once again caught out in the front line.
Wait to see who actually picks it up. Has been jungler's paradise for some reason.
It's like, I need to farm faster, guys. Sorry.
He got it.
Found out right. He walks into a brush. Hachani, no, is just dead as he face checks a brush with a pink ward in it. And what can only just be described as the most Hachani thing possible. Into pressure. This is a fantastic execution of poke from the ROX Tigers.
Keep going.
Goodbye, Hachani. Oh, does escape. But here we go, another turret. Getting some farm in this game. He has actually surpassed Ssumday though. And Fly gets knocked around. There's a TP coming in. Prey actually gonna come in with a package. Gorilla has to tank part of that culling, but here's Peanut, drops onto Hachani and grabs the kill. Gorilla on the follow-up, and Smeb just destroys Fly, who gets caught within the slicing maelstrom and is sliced.
And there's a minion wave and a turret. Goodbye, turret. Goodbye, second inner turret of the game.
Gank top. Sorry, Papa. Here we go.
Smeb's,
Score. And Ssumday are easily going to kill Smeb.
He was
Ssumday.
He was really in a bad way.
Yeah, he was.
It's minimal. It's all about that second item, whereas Abyssal Scepter, instant damage upgrades coming through from ROX.
What?
Flashes.
That was a mistake. He was probably trying to type out a timer right there on the flash.
He actually takes a Q and E as a result from Kuro.
The rage use of abilities by Kuro.
Maybe they were having
he was trying to make him feel better. He's like, oh, I accidentally used my Q and E, so that Gorilla wouldn't have to say that he accidentally used the flash.
I like to think they were having a running race, and because he has distortion boots, he gets that extra movement speed after he flashes. So credit, got there first to the middle of the mid lane.
The right side flank, so they're going to see Hachani, and they're going to see here Lissandra coming in, but nope, no action. Smeb actually gets chunked low, very low, but the Chain of Corruption stops Arrow from getting into it. Fly with the engagement, ults himself, and as the Ring of Frost already down, Fly going to fall before the Shen ult can continue channeling. So they trade 1 for 1, and there's the final shot. Sniped. Now Peanut comes through. The flash cocoon doesn't hit as Ssumday flashes that in return, but KT will survive.
Pulled out the game, buy more time. The longer this game goes, the closer Ssumday's going to be to his 6-item stage.
Getting a lot of damage, I guess. No one actually going to be going in, so they're just going to give it up. All right.
No clear call from KT. They didn't want to initiate. Lissandra didn't take in the Glacial Path, and they're going to watch more objectives fall if they don't do something quick.
They have to do something right now, but the poke is still doing so much. Another E threatened, but Gorilla every time is standing on the end of the claw. There's the Chain of Corruption. Hachani eats a big piercing arrow, and that's not going to work either. Actually gets it that time. What a great reaction from Gorilla. He gets it right at the end. Hachani onto Kuro in the back line, but this is not the fight that KT wanted. Goodbye, absolutely everybody. Ace for the Tigers, and they have played a stunning poke comp in this game. And that is going to be them pushing onto the inhib turrets at 22 short minutes into this game. What an incredibly executed game from the Tigers.
Can you ask for it to be any more clean in that last team fight, or just over the course of this 23-minute dismantling of KT ROLSTER? They made it look easy. They returned to the pressure comps that looked so good a week ago.